So here we have another black female. She's coming out and she is apologizing to black men for the pain and suffering and betrayal and disappointment and for viewing you through the lens of the media, which she is going to say. I believe most black men aren't buying it, but at least she gets an E for effort, because how many of them are actually taking accountability and apologizing? So she got to get some credit.
And before I go any further speaking about what's been presented to us with Sky Jackson, I want to use my voice to publicly apologize on behalf of whomever agrees. I want to publicly apologize to black men, especially good men, progressive men, loving men, balanced men, caring men, strategic men, patient men. I would like to apologize to you all for betraying you all. First and foremost, by betraying our own self, by you know what, actually let me rewind that and just finish my apology. I want to apologize for betraying you all. I want to apologize for disappointing you all. I want to apologize for misplacing you all, disrespecting you all. I want to apologize for overlooking you all. I want to apologize for minimizing you all. I want to apologize for forcing your identity and your level or idea of masculinity through the lens of media, through the lens of a white woman, a white man, or any other man or woman or system other than God and other than our own eyes. I want to apologize for comparing you to the movies and music videos, and even if this is subconsciously done, I want to apologize for disregarding you all. I want to apologize for neglecting you all. It's truly gotten out of hand. You know, as much as I may want to defend myself and say, well, hey, I wasn't taught better. My father wasn't there. I didn't know. I didn't know that, you know, being soft and sweet and kind and patient with me wasn't gay, wasn't lame, wasn't exactly what I needed, honestly. And not that I've ever personally or consciously just thought those things, but from my actions and from my choices and my decisions, and when I look around at a multitude of other black women, that's what I conjure, that's what I gather and conclude, that we must think somehow or some way or one way or another. And you know, it's gotten far out of hand. It's been far out of hand. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's infuriating, because it is literally plaguing and infecting us, our wombs, our hearts, our minds. It's affecting you all. It's affecting the children. It's affecting the community and the nation at large. And I just want to apologize on behalf of other women that can relate and have made the mistake of overlooking a perfectly good man. And when I say perfectly good man, I don't mean that he is perfect and has no flaw, because no human is perfect without flaw. Not us, women, not you men, nobody. Whether you're black, white, brown, green, yellow, old, tall, skinny, fat, short, making $1,000 a year, making $100,000 a year, no one on God's green earth is perfect. So when I say a perfectly good man, I don't mean actually, you know, perfect without flaw. But when I say perfectly good, I mean a man who is some of the things that I described in the very beginning of the video, which is patient, he's kind, he's self-aware, he's progressive, and the list could go on. He's interested in you for you. He acknowledges your natural state. He is himself. He's in tune with himself. He is emotional. He is logical. He is human. He is humane. That's what I mean by perfectly good. Yeah. I also want to encourage other women, black women specifically, to, put your guards down. Stop being so defensive. Stop being so avoidant when it comes to taking accountability and accepting your imperfections, accepting your mistakes, and accepting your overall accountability and responsibility when it comes to the damage we've done to ourselves, the damage we've done to our men, and the damage that we are continuously doing to our race. It's not okay. We need to stand up. We are constantly told that the black woman is God, and just like however you believe God is, whether you believe he's in the sky, he's Jesus, he's Allah, he's Buddha, whatever, we have a high expectation of God. The same way people say, well, if God was here, why did this happen? That means you expect God to be accountable, to be responsible, to be present. So if you dare compare yourself to God, which I'm not saying that you should not do, I'm saying you absolutely should, that comes with responsibility. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That comes with accountability. That comes with influence. That comes with power. And we need to stand up and we need to acknowledge our power, our strength, and our influence on ourselves, on our men, on our children, and on the world. What's going on right now? The common and normalized state of the black family is not okay. It's not sane. It's not healthy. It's sick. It's very sick. And yes, some of this is systematic. Yes, some of this goes and dates back to ages and hundreds of years before us. But we are here now. We are aware now. We're in the age of information and we can do something about it. We can't continue to look for who spilled the milk, who made the marks, who caused the damage, who is perpetuating the damage, especially when it comes to outside of us, the white man, the system. Yes, that is valuable. Yes, it is valid. Yes, it is reasonable. But we are here now and we are before the milk. And we have the paper towels, we have the water, we have the rags to clean it up. Let's clean it up. It's getting out of hand. And it's truly saddening to see it reaching the youth. It breaks my heart to see Skai Jackson go through that. And I don't know that girl, but when I look in her eyes and I see her youth and I see her beauty and I see her potential, she is the epitome, or she is the ornament, or she is, because she's rich or famous more specifically, it's easier to see. But this happens in our communities and our families all the time. It's happened to me. It's happened to plenty of my other cousins and friends and schoolmates. So when I look at them, I have the same pain. And it makes it bigger because she is, again, famous. But I feel like that is a great measurement, and that is a representation of what's happening to young black women and black women at large. It's not okay. And we women, we need to stand up. We need to correct ourselves. We need to heal ourselves. We need to pass along our stories. And we need to pass along our the things that we've learned and our evolution to our younger sisters, to our younger nieces, our younger cousins. And even if they're not younger, if they're the same age as you, they're older than you, and you happen to have a greater grip. And I know it's hard to teach because we are so defensive towards ourselves, towards one another, towards our men, towards the world, and understandably so. I understand all the reasons, well, not all, but I understand a lot of the reasons that go into it. But we gotta stop this shit some way, somehow, and it's getting worse and worse. It's not okay. We can't keep pointing the finger at the men. They going through a lot. They've been attacked a lot, and they doing a lot of bullshit. But let the other brothers and ones that know what they doing and they're doing right and they've changed from their ways or have always been right, raised right. Let them check them. Right now, let's focus on ourselves. Let's figure out what it is that we're doing wrong. Because a lot of this is coming from, just having a poor understanding of ourselves and our worth as people, as beings, and as women. And we need to do something about that, women amongst women, without having men so much in the conversation or at the head for blame. You know, just simply taking up our shit, simply taking accountability for what we in fact do and what we can stop and what we can control. This is a call to action.